Next we have up PAPR.
Yes, so it's PAPR, and it's an education app that helps you learn the movements of the market and how to surf them without a time machine.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. My name is Joe. These are my teammates Kevin, Aaron, and Matt. We're the team behind a new trading app called PAPR. It's a complete application based on a real-time virtual trading platform. We know trading can be daunting due to information overload, and novice traders are afraid to risk capital when they're first starting. So we address this dilemma by providing a competitive learning platform where beginners can compete against each other and gain experience. Instructors or teachers can utilize this platform to reinforce topics covered in class by allowing users to compete in real time. The first thing a user will encounter is the sign-in, sign-up page. When a user signs in or signs up, they're authenticated via Firebase authentication, which was chosen due to strong security features and user management capabilities. While we manage our users using Firebase, the rest of our data is managed via a Postgres database due to the highly relational nature of our data. I'll now hand it over to Kevin, who will cover the creation of room process.
Thank you, Joe. On login, the teachers are redirected to a create room page. Here they enter the room's information, and on submit, we send that information to our backend. Then we send a unique URL that the teachers can copy and send out to users so that they can join that room. Once we put that URL in our browser, we identify the unique URL and save that in our state via React and Redux. Upon entering, the users are added to that room and redirected to that room's dashboard. One of the issues or problems that we faced was being able to stream real-time data and up-to-date historical information, along with making the users being able to talk to each other within that room. To solve this, we connected our server with our external data provider via WebSockets, and for the historical information, we pulled on IEX's API. Now I'll hand it over to Aaron to talk more about the graphical user interface.
Thanks, Kevin. So when the user first enters the room, the first thing that they're going to notice is that they have access to all the tickers associated with that room. These tickers provide a visual cue of green or red based on whether that price has increased or decreased relative to the last price. Beneath those tickers, the user also has access to a series of charts. And these charts were visualized using Uber's React-Viz D3 library, which we chose due to it being highly customizable. Beneath that, the user also has access to all the news published for that company on that given day. And what we wanted to do when building this app was to make it super easy for the user to determine whether or not that article or all those articles were either positive or negative. So what we did to solve this problem is we applied an NPM module called Sentiment, which we chose because it was lightweight and open source. Together, this enables the user to make an informed buy or sell decision. And now I'm going to pass this off to Matt, who's going to talk about the buy-sell functionality and collaborative features.
Thank you, Aaron. Once a user feels they have enough information to start investing, they can click a ticker on the top of the screen, and that company's information will be displayed on the dashboard. Once a user clicks buy or sell, a request is made to our Node Express server. The transaction is validated on the back end, and the shares are either added or removed to the user's portfolio and the Postgres database using SQLize. The pie chart displays the user's holdings in each company and the value of those holdings. As the value of the user's portfolio changes, the pie chart and the leaderboard will also reflect those changes. We also integrated a chat feature that will allow users to communicate with other room participants in real time. In closing, we hope our users will find a fun and interactive trading experience that solves the problems of other overwhelming paper trading apps. Our app is currently deployed on Heroku, so go out there with your friends and make that paper.
Whenever I see people accessing live financial data sets, it's always tricky, and I think that they made something really fun out of a usually boring-ish area, right? And so yeah, I really like it.
I'm definitely impressed. It's hard to put together a dashboard in short notice, and they definitely jam-packed all that information in a very readable way and very nicely presented way. I was very impressed.
Yeah. First of all, I want to say if you did want to vote for PAPR, please like the post, like the pinned comment on PAPR, so you can vote for PAPR right now. Just a quick reminder on that. You might have noticed I'm not Dakota. And so I'm one of the instructors on this cohort. Paper was absolutely fantastic. So definitely really cool to see how they engineered sort of a lot of these complexities to make it easy for someone to learn. Like that's the goal here is giving this like teacher-student relationship and kind of doing that simulation stock market game that we all maybe did back in the day in a nice virtual framework. So that was really cool.
By the way, not just another instructor of the cohort,
right?
But you're one of the stars of Teched Out.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna. If you're gonna, yeah, toot my own horn here, but you should check it out. So yeah, I do want to give a quick moment here to say. So I've been working with these students for the last like 13 weeks, and they've been an absolutely amazing cohort. And sometimes I work with cohorts and I see people who are absolutely able to produce these amazing capstones, but this group in particular is able to not only put together these incredible projects, but also discuss them, talk about these high-level topics like architecture, talk about, if we, some of them are not even using React, like the framework that we teach here for front-end. They've written their own, they've spun up their own vanilla JavaScript to work with it. They've swapped out, using our taught Postgres database, they swapped out to Firebase on their own decisions. So I think a lot of them really are demonstrating this high-level understanding of architecture. And I just wanted to give a quick shout out to them on that.